Let's bring in former Secret Service agent Richard Staropoli. Thank you very much, Richard, for jumping back on with us. You've joined us throughout. These text messages are disturbing, and when you read them, these were obtained by Senator Chuck Grassley and now shared with us. Let me put number 4 up on the screen. Someone followed our lead and snuck in and parked by our cars, just so you know, ... I'm just letting you know because you see me go out with my rifle and put it in my car so he knows you guys are up there. Message 5. I did see him with a rangefinder looking towards stage, FYI. If you want to notify SS snipers to look out, I lost sight of him. You read this and you think, wait, what about this was not an absolute immediate emergency? The things that they are saying that they saw in these text messages, and you don't alert the Secret Service right by the president?
Boy, I'll tell you, Sandra, it just gets worse and worse every day for the Secret Service. This is a classic example of the most basic breakdown in communication where it just should never have gotten to that point. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's going out on a limb here for me to say, given all the breakdowns that went on with this security plan and the lack of preparation that went into this thing, this event should never have taken place. It is inconceivable that no Secret Service agent had a face-to-face meeting with any of the tactical units. It just doesn't happen.
I think it's really important we work our way through this timeline, considering the most recent details that we have. Some of the additional information that we got today, starting with the ammunition that we know was purchased legally on that day, 50 rounds from a local gun store. The morning of July 13th, 11 a.m., Crooks left his home, spent an hour near the shooting site, then returned home. 1:30, he left his house, told his parents he was going to the shooting range. It was then over 2 hours later that he arrived back on the scene, began flying his drone. That was almost at 4 o'clock. Okay, Richard? No photos or videos were taken from the drone. We are told there was not even a memory card in it. Perhaps that was even a mistake on his part. Then approximately 4 o'clock, Crooks drove around the area of the shooting. Shortly after, he was identified as a suspicious person. SWAT operators found him using a rangefinder. That was around 5:30, according to resources that text message I just read. And then it was nearly 6 o'clock, 4 minutes before 6, he was found carrying a backpack near that building. He then climbed the building using the HVAC piping to get on the roof. He jumped on other rooftops to get to the final position to take his shots. He fired 8 rounds before being neutralized, and the FBI found 8 shell casings at the scene. You look at that timeline, and Richard, and, you know, just our amateur eyes say this was preventable.
It was totally preventable. And even though you weren't a Secret Service agent for 25 years and you describe yourself as amateur eyes, common sense needed to be the prevailing dictate of the day here. And apparently that went completely out the window. This was a total breakdown in anyone doing anything to intercept this kid that was seen walking around an hour and a half prior to the event, acting suspiciously. All it would have taken was someone to walk up to this kid, ask him, who are you? What are you doing here? Engage in conversation. That would have given you the reading of, hey, where is this person's head at? And probably would have prevented that kid from climbing up on that roof and firing those shots. I would love to have a real fancy explanation for you what happened here, but the bottom line is what happened here is the Secret Service failed to take any action to prevent what occurred here and allowed this to occur here from the outset simply by not communicating with state and local authorities. That's all it would have taken. When I did sites, and I've done many, many sites over the years on a really big scale, I talked to everyone, the tactical units, the snipers, the fire department. I even want to talk to the guy delivering the ice to the venue. I need to know who everyone is and what they're doing. And those people, in effect, become my eyes and ears and allow me to properly secure my site. It simply wasn't done here, and this is unacceptable.
And for all of us, we think that's what we think is happening. We think absolutely every detail has been looked at, and you know, no rock's going unturned. So DNI, the former DNI director, John Ratcliffe, he was on earlier, and he was talking about the message that this sends to the world, that we didn't get this right, and the message that this sends to terror groups. Listen.
Groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda and others who watch this are sitting there thinking, gosh, we thought the Secret Service was 10 feet tall. We didn't think this was possible, but we just saw some 20-year-old living in his mom's basement who was able to pull this off. So is there an opportunity there that we're not taking advantage of?
Ouch. Final thought on that.
Well, I can't disagree with a thing he said. That's exactly right. If anyone doesn't think that the professional terrorist organizations all over the world were taking a hard look at this and are talking about this in their caves somewhere in Afghanistan, you're totally wrong. This was a cataclysmic failure on the part of the U.S. Secret Service.
Which is why accountability is going to be huge, to tell the world that we're not going to let this happen again. And we know Senator Josh Hawley and others are demanding that in briefings in public so the American people can hear the answers. Very much appreciate your time, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.